Okay, now we take that back. Let's say I want that, but I want a different sound. So I go to the video sound, and I turn it all the way down. Then I go to audio, and I have a few things that I have uploaded. I'll take the wedding song with Jacqueline and I, and I'll put it down in the audio section. And now we have this. Okay? Pretty cool, right? Now, we can also do a bunch of things with graphs and transitions and photos. The graphs are pretty cool because while the kids were acting like a certain character, the little thing would fly underneath them like in the news, and it said, you know, Lord Henry or Basil. And so you knew who was talking at the time because they were kind of labeled just like in the news, then would fly away again. It's kind of fun.
Does that only take certain types of movies, or is it?
It takes basically anything that you can throw onto Google Drive, which is almost anything. So if you can put it on your Google Drive, it pulls it off of Google Drive. So you might have to convert from YouTube to Google. There's a bunch of different ones. The easiest one is YouTubeDownloader.com. You just copy and paste the URL to the video that you want, you hit download, and then it's on your computer. So super simple.
So you could take AVI and MPEGs and put them together?
Yeah. As long as it's, once you got them onto Google Drive, then putting them onto the thing would be fine. Yeah. Yep, that's another thing about Google that's awesome. We have students that want to work with Macs. We have students that want to work with PCs. We have students that want to work only on their phones for some reason. It's cloud-based computing, so there's no PC problem. There's no, oh, I have this, and oh, I don't have the newest Word, you know. It updates itself for free. It also saves every 3 seconds. So your students can't say, my internet went out, or you know, I don't know, my house blew up, and I don't have the access to what I was making. It saved the last 3 seconds, so you can go pull it up when you get here and present it or print it off or any of that kind of stuff. So a lot of my students just use this. I don't take this home very often unless I need to, because I just make my documents at home on my computer, then I drive to school, then I log on, and then it's here at work, you know? So then I just print it off and I'm good to go, right?
Do you have to save it to the cloud, or is it automatically saved to the cloud if you have a Gmail account? Or
It's automatically saved to the cloud if you have a Gmail account. You get 5 gigabytes for free, and then after that you have to pay money to have more. I've had it since college and I've only have 10% filled, so, you know. Okay, YouTube Chop is cool. All right, so you want to show a video, and it's 37 minutes long, and you don't want to show 37 minutes of it because you don't. That will give you like 3 minutes left of instruction time. So we are going to find the video that we want. What do we want? Of course, we're on the internet, so we want cats. Okay, so now we have all these videos about cats. We find the one that we want, and we're going to chop it. Now it's going to play the video. Okay, here's the video. Okay, here we go. That's something I definitely need to show my kids. Cats on a treadmill. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the section that I want of cats on a treadmill, down to just what I need, and I'm going to hit chop it. Once I hit chop it, I now have just cats on the treadmill that I need, and not all the other cat stuff that I didn't need, right? Excellent. I know I'm kind of flying through this, but I had a good amount of stuff to show you. All right, last thing, this is Google driving the blind man around. Pretty cool. Again, showing you where technology is kind of going. This guy is beyond the legal limit of blindness, or whatever he said at the end of this. But they have a scanner that's scanning all around the environment. They're using all technologies that are already existed, like Google Maps. So they load it where he needs to go and the stops he needs to go, and it's going to take him there. It's going to take him to Taco Bell. It's going to take him to the dry cleaners. It's going to take him back, and he's not going to touch the steering wheel or the gas. It's going to be synced to your phone so that whenever you are at the store, you can say, I want my car, and it'll bring it around to the front. So you can get in your car, and off you go. This is pretty cool. It takes him into the Taco Bell. Takes him into the Taco Bell, and he's going to run in. It takes him even through the drive-thru of the Taco Bell.
Very well. How are you today?
Pretty cool.
This is some of the best driving I've ever done.
Okay, well that's it. I wanted to leave a little time at the end to ask any questions or bounce ideas off of each other on how we can use this, but that's all I got.
Calvin, is there, I've used PowerPoint in the past. Is there a simple way to transfer PowerPoint presentations to Google Cloud-based presentations?
Yep, super simple. You grab it, you bring it over, you drop it, and then it's a PowerPoint.
Just
And then,
slides?
yep, you can click on it, and then you can put transfer into Google, transfer into Google presentation, and then it transfers it. You're going to miss some things that maybe PowerPoint had. If you had kind of like whistles that, you know, when a word came on, it's like, whoosh, you know, that probably won't happen. But you'll still have
Do
the
you
bare
still have
bones.
where they would appear?
Mhm.
Can you set it?
Yeah, you'll have it where it would appear. It just may not have the bell and whistles of. Okay, yeah, if it's just, if you really just have text and maybe some pictures, it'll work perfectly. If you have a lot of stuff integrated, you're probably gonna lose some stuff, but it doesn't mean that you have the bare bones, and now you can build it again a little bit on the Google product. So,
And I know we've had some disagreements between whether we can have Gmail or not here. Have
mhm.
we been able, this year, were you able to use all the Google functions with our?
Except for
system?
Trends.
Except for Trends,
Couldn't use Trend,
but everything else?
but everything else I could use, yes.
And all you need is your login.
You need a login.
Okay.
Now, another thing we might want to, if we're going to do this as a whole school, you might want to say that the login name needs to be the school email address. Okay, that might make things easier for us in the future, because sometimes the kids are a bunch of different email addresses, and they're like, I don't know how to get to that email, and I've lost my, I lost my password. Well, I can't help you anymore, so if you can't get into the email that you signed up with, then you can't get the password sent back to you, so now, I have to build another one, so.
Gotcha.
Mhm. Yes.
How many students knew how to use everything on like Google Docs and whatnot before you really even introduced it in class?
I may have had two
Okay,
that knew, like, the kids, once you get them in there, they
Mhm.
know how to run technology, they just didn't know
Okay.
it existed.
okay,
So you just show it to them and they'll be able to run with it.
okay.
Yes.
So students that create PowerPoints, say for my class, in presentations, they'd be able, for the past couple of years, they typed in the YouTube site and have to click on that and go back, but they can incorporate that right with their PowerPoint.
If they-
You should.
If they know the title of the YouTube that they're
Right.
watching, that's all they need, then they can go in
Say it's
here.
on one of their,
Yeah, you can go into, let's see, I'm trying to exit out of here. If you know the URL, so we have a YouTube,
okay.
like this. Okay, we have a YouTube. Okay, this is the one we want. Here's the URL. I hit C, or Control C, and then I'm going to go to Insert, Video, URL, Control V. There it is. Select, done.
Get that, Steve?
Super fast.
Will it allow you
But they
to,
do.
They should.
Yeah.
I mean, I
They
swear,
understand.
my 6-year-old, she made an entire PowerPoint slide presentation on her own.
Oh, yeah.
She inserted video, text, the whole thing,
Oh, yeah.
by herself. We didn't even know she was doing it.
Just kind of things that kind of grow
wouldn't know.
onto the student.
will it allow you to make a hard copy of this stuff, or is it all stuck on the internet?
You could print it off if you wanted to. Yeah, you could print a PDF if you wanted to.
I mean, I'm talking about the video stuff.
I mean, the hard copy, what do you mean?
Like, if you needed a DVD of this,
Yes, you could download it as a PowerPoint presentation and put it on DVD if you like. So that's another option, or flash drive or whatever you need it, So, or you mean the video where the
If we can
collaborated the
begin
video?
to conclude,
Yes.
or if we can conclude this
Document.
session, and make our way to the library for our final remarks and questions, and we'll go from there. So go ahead and finish up and make your way to the library. Thank you.
This is more philosophical, I'm just curious, this is all really neat stuff.
Huh?
In your classes, how much of it is this stuff and how much of it is what they've read in a book or something?
This usually is the end result of after we've read and had discussions in class. So we're not every day going into class and building things like this. Like at the end of a book, I'll have them do a presentation. At the end of a short story, I might have them to do some kind of thing where they're making a video, but actually interacting with the characters, becoming the characters so that they can be empathetic to the characters surrounding them. So that's kind of like how I use it. It's not that, you know, I'm making them go in there all the time.
So how much of their grade is their ability to do all this?
The grading, you have to be pretty creative with it. I have usually a list. Here's the things that need to be done, and I give them points. Now, I want those kids to add up that everybody gets 80 points or 90 points, whatever I added it up to. And as they go down, they put their initials on this, and then when they all sign it, that means that they did about the same amount of work, right? So that they're not one person's doing it all and two people are sitting with their feet up. So,
Thank you.
yeah, that's it.
Thanks, Tom.
No problem.